These 5 young birds are kestrel chicks. They're now 18 days old and well on the way to fledging a nest. Parent birds Apollo and Athena are working hard to raise their brood. Food has been scarce, so it's been a tough year for the pair. And the smallest chick sadly died a few days ago. But with hard work and fewer mouths to feed, Apollo and Athena are making it work. And the remaining chicks are growing fast and developing well. Their falcon spirit is really starting to show. They're more feisty now, with one chick snatching Apollo's catch. And territorial too, turning its back to its siblings and using its wings to defend a meal, known as mantling. They're also becoming more aggressive. Mealtimes often end in a tug-of-war. Adult kestrels are fiercely independent, and it's fascinating to see rivalry starting already inside the nest. They're now ready for their next milestone, ringing. So it's ringing day for the Ashwood kestrels. They're just short of 3 weeks old, so I'm going to get the ladder up and get them down. All right, it's time to get these chicks out to get the rings on. All right then. Which one's first? There we are. Alright, last one. You're the noisiest, aren't you? I've got all 5 chicks in the bag and we're going to get the rings on as quickly as possible. Alright, Jean, Ashwood kestrels. Here we go, so this is the first chick. They're all fairly similar size, these. Just under 3 weeks old, these ones. Jean Thorpe runs a local wildlife rescue centre, and she's a licensed bird ringer too. Jean's experienced in handling birds and ensures the process doesn't hurt the chick at all. She carefully fits a lightweight metal ring, perfectly sized to fit for life. There we go, so that's the first ring nearly on. So these are BTO rings, so they've all got individual numbers. These unique rings will give us an insight into these kestrels' lives. Ring numbers go into a national database and then they can be tracked throughout their lives. And if they're found in the future, we know where they've come from, how far they've travelled. And it's time for this one to have a weigh-in. The ring's on. Right, in it goes. Weighing the chicks provides data on kestrel development and can help us understand why populations are changing. 270, so this chick's 225, which isn't a bad weight, is it? There we go. Right, next up is this one. A little bit heavier, this one. It's fascinating to see these chicks up close. We can even start to look for signs whether they're male or female. They're all quite brown in the tail still. Yeah, so no indication on sex on that one. Male kestrels have blue-grey adult feathers, but it'll be at least 6 months before these start to come through. Right, we'll get this one popped in the bag. So this one's 300 with the bag, so that's 255 grams. So that's 2 done. Got another 3 in here. This one's a good weight, this one. There you go. So the feather growth in these kestrels in the next 10 days will be huge. They'll actually fledge in about 10 days. And in 2 weeks, they're going to be whizzing around here, flying around.
Yeah, I love their tail. Oh, yeah. It's got some white feathers, this one, hasn't it?
Yeah. There we go. So that's 250. All right, there's one left. Here's the last kestrel, so we'll get this one run. Yeah. So that's the last chick rung, and they're all really healthy, all good weights. Unfortunately, we did lose one chick, but 5's a really good brood for kestrels. So I'm going to get all 5 chicks back up into the nest now. Here we go. And back home. There we go, that's got them all back into the nest. So I'm just going to shut up the back now and just leave them to it. And hopefully these all fledge absolutely fine. The chicks settle down in no time. And when Apollo returns with food, everything's back to normal again. Kestrels fledge at about a month old. Now at 20 days, it won't be long before the chicks take to the skies. Their adult feathers are clear to see beneath their fluffy down. And a good wing stretch shows off some impressive development. Once they leave the nest, the chicks will need to learn to hunt for themselves. So they find time to practice their pouncing technique. They're getting bigger by the day, so it's hard to find space to flap their wings. Soon, one chick decides to venture up to the nest tunnel for the first time. But it's not quite brave enough to visit the entrance just yet. As the chicks get closer to leaving the nest, Apollo and Athena are working overtime. Both parents are hunting from dawn till dusk to bring in food for their growing brood. Athena no longer spends time with her chicks inside the nest, but she can often be found resting in the entrance, keeping her brood safe from danger. At 23 days old, the chicks are becoming more adventurous, and one takes another step towards independence. Looking from the entrance for the first time. Flapping practice intensifies, and they preen away their fluffy down to reveal their flight feathers. They're growing more confident, and by 27 days old, all of the chicks seem increasingly curious about what's outside. They now spend most of the time gazing at the world beyond, and soon have their first encounter with another wild inhabitant of Ashwood. A jackdaw lands just outside, much to the intrigue of the young kestrels. It's the start of June and the chicks are just over a month old. They've lost nearly all of their down and they're looking ready to fly. Now at 33 days old, the first chick decides it's time to go. It looks around and takes to the wing, much to the surprise of its siblings. So one of the Kestrel chicks has just fledged, and I can see it already. It's on the back of the nest. I thought there was only one that had fledged, but there's another one up in the trees just above the nest. It's absolutely amazing capturing these first moments of these young kestrels once they get out of the nest. As the fledglings find their wings, they won't stray too far from the nest. In the late afternoon, one of them even pops by to chat to its siblings. This seems to be the motivation the third chick needed. And just before sunset, it fledges too. That night, 2 fledglings return home to sleep, and they all get some much needed rest. At sunrise, they waste no time making their way out to the entrance, having a bite and stretching to prepare for the day. Just before 5 a.m, the 4th chick looks restless, head bobbing and looking around, before taking its very first flight. Now there's only 1 chick left to go. It heads inside, making use of the extra room for more flapping practice. And when the fledglings leave, the final chick is alone. It's not long before it makes its way to the entrance, looks at its siblings around the nest, and hops outside too. Over just 2 days, all 5 chicks have fledged. But this isn't the last I'll see of them. Now they're out in the wild, they'll need to learn to hunt for themselves. But for the first month, while they find their way, they'll continue to be fed by their parents, with a bit of help from me. It's not long before Athena finds the food I've left for them, and the chicks aren't far behind. Just listen to those frantic calls for food. They're not grown up just yet. Apollo and Athena have been fantastic parents, and they've cared so well for their brood. They've fought off every threat to their family. And despite a tough year, their hard work helped 5 of their chicks survive and fledge. And it's simply incredible watching the next generation of Kestrels thriving here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more. Here's a taste of what you'll enjoy seeing on this channel.